Alright guys, we have GizerZilla playing as Blue, playing as Huns, taking on Kotatko by the looks of it. I'm probably just going to call him Orange for the rest of the game, also playing as Huns. It's going to be an amazing game, I'll say that right now. And let's have a look at the positioning. Gold there, not in a nice place, not going to be able to get to a lot of that, because a lot of that wood is in the way. However, he will not be harassed that easy at it, because it looks like he's going to be able to wall off extremely easy right now, actually. He's got an extremely easy base to wall off. So let's have a look up here at Zilla and see what he's got. What have we got here? We've got a gold mine to the side, berries over here, lumber at the back, and walling off. How's it looking? Walling off doesn't look like it's going to be too bad for him either. If you haven't noticed already, we're playing on a rapier, and it looks like he won't have too much trouble. However, his stone mines are a bit far away for my taste. And as you can see, kotatko actually has the stone mine here absolutely set. So there's not really a lot they're going to be able to do if they both wall off. Especially on Arabia, at the moment we're seeing a lot of walling off happening. So there's not a lot that players can really do about it until they get into Castle Age. So let's see what we got. First boar coming in there. Have we got the first boar in up here? First boar's already up in here for GizerZilla. Not going to be too helpful. Also, one thing I want to say as well. What would you think if I would you like to see the Dark Ages cut out of games like this? Because they're all pretty much standardized build-ups, and I'd be able to do it. Like, it's not a hard thing to do. Just let me know what you think on that one. Should I cut out the Dark Ages or not? Because naturally you get a few little things happen. If something big happens in the Dark Age, I'll definitely show it. But games like this, where players just, you know, lure their boar, build up some farms, as you can see, just continually doing something that's not unusual. So I can definitely do that if you guys think it's worth it. So just let me know what you think on that. 3 farms up for GizerZilla, whereas we've only got 2 up here for kotatko. And gold mines over here. It's just not a nice position, I will say that. Lumber camp coming up on this side over here. No walling off yet by the looks of it. Especially with Huns, it's going to be harder to wall off because they don't have houses to do it with, so they don't have to unnecessarily spend that wood. What do we got? kotatko, not going up to feudal age now. GizerZilla already going up to feudal age, so it's going to be quite close at this moment. However, GizerZilla must be managing his economy better or have a lot more exploration done. Yeah, it looks like kotatko doesn't have as much exploration done, and that looks like it's going to be the difference between the scores there. And I just heard a barracks. Starting his wall off here, very smart, using that barracks and using that stone mine to wall off with. Going to want to wall off this side here, and wall offs are being done for GizerZilla, and stable and an archer range coming up there, spearmen being created. So it looks like they're going to be going for a bit of feudal age warfare right here. Scouts being created already, and archers being queued up. Another archer range coming up now. So we're expecting very heavy feudal fighting here from GizerZilla. Whereas we've only got 1 stable and 1 archer range here. We have a stable and 2 archery ranges down over here for GizerZilla. And here we go, so he's off, he's ready to get his harassment on. Not a very far trip either. Could be, well, not as far, but nothing wrong with how far it is. So scouts being used here by kotatko. Good thing he decided to build those 2 spears. Those 2 spears are going to do a lot of damage when it comes to it. And here we go, seeing those spears, it will force you off. And there we go, so just GizerZilla in this attack up here. Run! I've got spears. Another archery range coming up there. Surprised he hasn't started building any spears either. He knows that there's scouts coming. And continuing just to... There we go, so archers out now for kotatko. Kotatko? Orange it is. Going to be able to do some damage here by the looks of it. These spears look like they're going down. Going to lose that second spear there by the looks of it. And kotatko doing a good job. Orange doing a good job there. Trying to push his opponent back. He's done quite a good job. The scores are pretty much neck and neck at this stage. So have a look at the economies quickly. Few on gold there. Not as many as you could usually see. Quite a bit on lumber. And a lot of food income there actually. Still not a lot on gold. Blacksmith coming up there, so obviously wanting to stay in the feudal age that little bit longer. Hasn't done bloodlines yet, so that's not really that important. No archer upgrades done yet. Do you have any? None yet either. Reminder, we're only 19 minutes into the game, so don't be expecting too much at this stage. More spears being created. Of course, he knows he still has those light cavalry, and a lot of light cavalry there, actually, outnumbering his opponent there. So as you can see, running away, as these ones here will definitely be able to take them out. Going for a shortcut, trying to get into his opponent's base here. Spearman there, and going for the attack, but realizing they're spearmen, so he'll take too many unnecessary losses at this stage. And what do we have running up here? A bunch of archers and one spearman by the looks of it, as well as some extra scouts coming in. Looks like these scouts are going to get in, actually. Spearman there, running away. No particular reason to need to run away there, but still not wanting to, there we go, so 5, 6 spearmen wanting to run away from that, definitely. And what have we got down here? We've got archers over here harassing this side, losing a villager there, one idol there, and it looks like this piece of palisade here is going to go down. And scouts coming in from behind, so quite a good play there. And here we go, 2 of the big feudal armies coming together here. Looks like GizerZilla is going to go down in this fight, honestly. All those scouts there just surrounding those archers. These archers getting picked off quite quickly by these scouts, but having to outmass them, doing quite a good job. 6,000 points now in favour of Orange. And going up to castle yet? No castle age yet. 77 population for Orange compared to 60 for Blue. 60 is a lot lower than 77, as we all know, and that's really going to hurt his score. As you can see, 400 points down right now, and that could even mean that, yep, going to Castle Age, so he's going to have the Castle Age advantage here, and that's really going to hurt his game. I'm expecting this game to drag on for quite a while, honestly. Very back and forth play here. And trying to get through this wall here, trying to get some harassment in. Here we go, coming in, he's in, removing these gold, and putting a watchtower up there, very smart move. However, I don't know how effective it will be. And there we go, Kotatko going up to Castle Age. GizerZilla has not even started to go to Castle Age yet. He hasn't even got the resources to do so. So he's going to be in a lot of trouble. What are we expecting from you? Knights. Do we have cavalry archers being created as well, or just knights? Let's have a look. Just knights by the looks of it, so he's going to be going full on knights into his opponent's base. That is really going to hurt him. He's done his forging upgrades, and he's done his armor upgrade as well. Going to need to get the next armor upgrade though, to be very, very efficient at this. Just streaming knights across the map here, and being outdone by this mass of feudal units. Definitely possible. And it's seen it done before. I've seen Castle Age people being beaten by feudal age people still, just because they've got a bigger mass. That is a lot of spears there from Geyser. He's going to be able to absolutely destroy these knights. As you can see, just taking them down like you would not believe. And that's a lot of knights going down. That's a lot of resources lost right there. Only up by 300 points this stage. And here they go. So he's streaming across the map to try and take out his opponent now. He knows he's got a bigger army than his opponent, and he knows he's got the counters to his opponent, so what's he going to do? Are we going to cavalry archers yet? Cavalry archers are coming in now. And those knights are just falling like, well, dropping like flies, I believe is the actual expression. They are going down very, very harshly right now. Look at the amount of knights he has lost there. And the amount of, well, cavalry archers lost. They're all expensive units. So it looks like right now GizerZilla is saving up to try and get to Castle Age. Over here again, coming into this gold mine. Probably going to get a little bit of harassment in here. And he's in this section over here. If he didn't wall that off, he probably wouldn't have known that was there. So you've got to be smart about it as well. What do we got going on here? Coming in through this side here, going for some more harassment on these villages. Not getting a lot of it, honestly. He's not playing to his advantage here. GizerZilla halfway towards Castle Age at this point. Going to be able to hold him off. Obviously going to be wanting to get the crossbows and maybe even the pikemen advance there. Trying to take out this stable right now, though. Stable is gone, so he's actually taking out his opponent's buildings at this stage. That's quite a unnormal thing to do. You don't usually see people taking out each other's buildings without rams and things. This is just, he can't harass his villagers, so he's just harassing anything he can. Cavalry archers there forcing those spears to go back. And we've got GizerZilla going up into the next age too. So crossbow and pikeman research being done there. I was spot on by that. And what have we got? We've got the range upgrade being done there too. Pikeman, of course, being extremely effective versus anything with a horse in it. And a town center coming up here for Katsu. That's a forward town center. You don't often see that at all. But keeping his opponent off his gold, that's going to be very, 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 very useful. Cannot explain how useful that'll be. It'll force him to use this one here, then he'll have to branch out to this one, and then he's got nowhere to go. He has to cross the map, pretty much. And what we've got, we haven't seen any siege weapons though. I'm disappointed in that. I would have liked to seen some siege weapons. Alright, here we go. Big fight. And looking like GizerZilla might just take this one just due to his pikeman advantage. Yet those pikemen have caused a lot of damage right now. And a castle coming up there to help defend his base. Good call, going to need that. Town center coming up there, siege workshop coming up there. Obviously going to want to take this town center here down. And here we go, GizerZilla screaming back across the map. We might see a comeback here. If this castle doesn't go up, he could be in a lot of trouble. And the castle's up, so there's not a lot he can do about it. And we've only got 300 points separating them right now. It's quite close. Here we go, ram on this town center. It looks extremely highly likely that this town center is going to come down. There we go, town center is down. Losing all those villages and everything in that area there. Seeing this other town center here, obviously going to want to come in here and try and get some disturbance on that one. And you can see that Orange has noticed that, coming up here to try and fight that off. Orange now up by 500 points. They've still got quite a bit of lead on him. And filling that ram, not off something often you see often, but that's going to work. It's always good to fill rams. Pikemen are the best. Don't ask me why, I have no idea why. But it speeds them up and it attacks faster in general. So here we go, trying to take out this town center here. And it looks like it's going to go down. Finally getting some of his own pikemen out there. And no, that town center is just going to stay by the looks of it. Going up to light cavalry, probably a smart idea there. And nope, the town center is going to go down. Another ram coming in. There goes that town center. That is going to hurt. Forward castle coming up now. Going to be able to do quite a bit of damage with that if he can use it to his advantage. He's got to lure his opponent back there. Got to use it completely to his advantage. Another castle coming up down over here for Orange. Going to want to try and defend his main base area. And as you can see, he's walled most of it off. But again, all this lumber is just getting used, so it's not able to do that. And there we go. Second castle, sad face. Town center coming up over here, so he's trying to claim all his gold mines while he still can. Scouts over here, making sure he doesn't go for this mine down over here, and taking out these two barracks here. So they're actually going to cutthroat. They want to end it. They're not just harassing at this point. They're not going for economy. They want to absolutely wipe their opponent from the map right now. Orange still up by about 600 points. His armies are coming back extremely strong. Kotatko going into the Imperial Age, 52 minutes, not bad time considering the amount of fighting has been done. So we could expect to see the Halberdier upgrade, maybe even heavy cavalry archers. Could definitely be expecting all their blacksmith upgrades. And what do we got? No heavy cavalry archer yet. No. And GizerZilla doesn't look like he's going to be going up yet. There we go, heavy cavalry archer has been done, so he's going to want to get out of there ASAP. And Pikes against heavy cavalry archers, not a bad idea. Heavy cavalry archers, if they're microed properly, will be able to take them out extremely easily, but nothing you can say that's wrong about it. Halberdier is being done there, like I expected. And here we go, so using trebuchets right now to try and take out these castles. This might just about be game. Wait, he's going up into Imperial, he can still be in this. He's going to need to take out these trebuchets and take out this forward base extremely quickly though. Losing that castle there is really going to hurt him, and Orange putting this castle up here as well. That's going to hurt him a lot. Orange is playing a very offensive game, putting town centers up in his opponent's base. He's recently got rams up in here, and he's gone up into here and destroyed his opponent's base out of this area here. Looks like these cavalry archers here are not going to have much to do when it comes down to this. Trebuchets being used on this town center here. Gonna lose this base here. Definitely going to happen. Not a lot he's going to be able to do to save it either, unless he can come in with like some light cav or something and take out these units around here. So we can see that Orange is putting the pressure right on to GizerZilla at the moment. We've got a castle coming up there, 2 extra stables. However, I don't think that's going to help at this stage. He's already got rams in here. He's got trebuchets, which are definitely doing some damage. And, well, there's not going to be a lot he can do against it. He's got these cavalry archers. They haven't been upgraded to heavy cavalry archers yet. Light cavalry, smart idea, but they're not going to stand up with all these halberdiers in the way, especially when they're upgraded like that. And we've got most of the upgrades done for Orange as well, so there's not going to be a lot that... He's up by 4,000 points at the moment. That should say just how much trouble that GizerZilla is in. Especially with 3 trebuchets there. Going to be able to do a hell of a lot of damage. I'm just going to swap over, check the population. 195 population compared to 116. And that sounds like good game to me, honestly, right there. Soon as this castle comes down, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Losing that ram there, sadly. And considering he's not pushing that hard, he's doing a good job. He's building very aggressively, and he's fighting very aggressively. And let's see, will he notice? He hasn't noticed that one up over there, that's good. Siege workshop coming up inside his base here. And where'd that castle? Did that castle get destroyed already? Looks like that castle's already down. Extremely a good play here by Orange. Doing an extremely good job. Still 4,000 points up. Offensive castle coming up here. Not going to be a lot. And at his population. So his population maxing as well. Light cavalry in the base. And to me, this is good game right now. It's definitely a good game at this point. He's lost his entire economy. Hardly has any villages left. Got a few farms and things left over here. A few over here. But these are just going to get absolutely smashed. However, coming back down over here, trying to put up a town center, but I don't think he's going to have time. And there we go, resigning. Extremely good play there from Orange, and that was a very eventful game. Alright, thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe.